Hey guys, welcome to the X-Ring and Is Your Six Covered? Got Ray and Rick here, and we were sitting here, Ray and Rick, the Rick and Ray show. We were sitting here and we were talking about what's in our bag, and I was doing a review. And one of the things that I always carry, anytime I'm on a range, is going to be a cat tourniquet. I know you can do some makeshift things with straps and things like that, and we got to talking, and Rick said he always carries something like this, and this has gauze in it, some gloves. But I believe on a range, somebody cuts their hand or something and it's not life-threatening, no big deal. Just put some pressure on it, go to the truck, somebody's going to have a first aid kit or something like that. I always keep one in my vehicle. But as far as on the range, I always have this, okay? I know a lot of guys, will wear this on their belts or things like that. But if somebody takes a round, let's say, to the femoral or the brachial or something like that, and they got to get that stopped, you've got very limited time. So having one on you at a range is paramount. It is, in my opinion, anyway. And so we just started talking and sharing some information. We're not going to use this information at your own discretion. Like I said, we're just talking, just having a chat, basically. And I said, well, set your tourniquet up the way that you would have it if you were carrying it. So there you go, Rick. That's yours. I'm going to let you put it in your back left pocket. And we're going to say Rick just took a round to here, okay? And he's bleeding out bad, okay? I mean, you've got your brachial artery that runs on the inside right here. And let's say he's bleeding out really, really badly. You don't have a whole lot of time to get that stopped. You've got about a minute or so before you lose enough blood to where you're going to start getting a little lightheaded. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put him on a timer. I want to see if he can do that in a minute. Carrying it, okay? And this is we didn't even talk about this.
No, we didn't.
So, are you ready?
I'm born ready.
All right, you're ready. So here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Go. All right, got 58 seconds. All right, pull the strap off. All right, throw that out of the way. Couple twists, and we're done.
That only took him like 30 seconds. Let's go and take that off. And one of the things that I wanted to mention is when you get a cat tourniquet, it doesn't come the way that he had it set up. And one of the first things that we do is we'll take a cat tourniquet like this, and we'll put the loop here. We'll go ahead and restring it and put it here so you have the biggest opening. Okay, a lot of people don't like it that way because it's not as compact and neat looking and everything else. Where it kind of sits on itself. But if you've got to do it quickly, or if you've got to put one on yourself or on your leg, you want that biggest loop that you can find. One of the things I learned from Rick was, this is the way I always carry one, but it's better. What he did was he actually opened this up and did this with his.
Then you got to squish this in. Yeah.
And then he squishes it like that. That way when he opens it, he's got a place here to stick his finger to break it if he needed to. So that was really good. All right, go ahead and set it up again like the way that you would carry it.
It's not the most compact way, but...
Okay, guys, so he's got 1 minute. 1 minute before he starts to lose consciousness or possibly lose consciousness. Okay, so we're out here with a four-wheeler. 3, 2, 1, go. And what I'm doing is sitting on his arm here because he's got to put that tourniquet on. His arm's pinched. A log fell on it. He was cutting a tree. Maybe it didn't fall on his house. Maybe it fell on his arm.
Okay. You suck.
He's got 40 seconds left.
I'm done.
All right, let me check. That basically took him 40 seconds. So this is one of those things, if you haven't practiced it, now we have to go to classes and train for stuff like this. So this is not something we just picked up and hey, we're just trying it for the first time. But if you've never done it, most people can't make that 1 minute time mark, okay? So that's one of those things. Get this tourniquet set up right so that if you need it, you have the ability to do that. So you got to be able to use your teeth. You've got to be able to improvise to be able to get one of these to work right, especially if you need to get it on your leg or something like that. And it was pinned and you couldn't just slide it over the extremity. Anything else you want to add, Rick?
I think these are very important. I think there's a lot of different manufacturers out there. The Cat, there's different ones that are big fat rubber bands. The important part is to make sure that you have something. If you want to go out and buy one of these that are already pre-made, that's basically the best way to go. I can kind of tell you a little bit about this if you want.
Yeah, go ahead.
So this is a little bit different. It's not a cat tourniquet. I got gloves, I got sterile bandage in here, and then I have, you guys can see that's a cohesive, the lighting's really bad, cohesive bandage that's 5 yards long. A lot of times, this is always in my gun bag, but a lot of times it's not it's not a gunshot wound, and having a little bit more ideas and being able to use this as kind of a backup to something. Let's tear this open because it's not sterile anymore.
Hey guys, and this was completely impromptu. What started this is we were out here shooting, and I was like, hey, what do you keep in your bag? Because he always knows that I carry the cat on me, always. I've got it somewhere, and be careful because there are a lot of knockoffs of the cat. They'll have the cat name and everything else. I think they're made in China.
There's some that are steel here, and there's some that are a heavy polymer. They both work well, but you will see a little variations of some different stuff. But what I want to know is let's see if we can turn this into a tourniquet. So let's see if we can utilize this. I'm going to go ahead and try to stop his thing. So what's nice about this is it kind of sticks to itself and kind of holds itself. So 5 yards, I know that this has been in my bag a long time. I can make this super, I'm probably already got it there. But I have the ability to, I'll go a couple more rounds. Let's see.
Nowhere near as a cat tourniquet right now. And he's working it pretty darn tight.
And it ripped. And it stayed. You got anything?
I don't think I can feel slight.
There is slight.
Yeah, that's slight.
All right, so let's work this. Because this stuff's been in my bag for years now. It's a little old. And I can just keep cranking on this. Let's try that.
You might have it there.
I don't feel anything.
Yeah. No, it feels like it's tight enough now.
So there's that. I can use, I still have probably, I don't know, 1.5 yards, 2 yards. But the reason why I have this instead of a cat tourniquet, which I should probably get a cat tourniquet, is if I have a head injury, I can wrap it, put some of this sterile gauze on here, wrap it. This has some more options, basically, a pair of gloves. But a good medical kit should have a couple cats in it and some extra stuff for some small minor injuries of some sort.
So yeah, it's always good to have something that can control that
Let's make
bleeding.
you look silly on your channel. So
This will be your video.
You're
You're not going to take my hat off?
No, we're gonna get you silly. Give you like a kind of a southern style. There you go.
This guy.
You look pretty silly, actually.
This guy.
All right, so I hope you enjoyed the video.
Hopefully you learned something from the video. Like, share, and subscribe. We'll talk to you soon. Have a good one. I look like a freaking Asian. I am Asian.
You are
I'm a freaking
Asian.
top hat. I look like a patty hat.
All you need is a fishing pole and a camera.